Hi boys and girls, today in our video we'll still be looking at our new concept of division, but we'll also be looking at fact families and how to write multiplication and division sentences using fact families. Do you remember our fact families from mental addition strategies where we had our Minecraft house here and we used it to represent fact families for addition here and subtraction and how they relate to one another? Well, today we're going to look at how multiplication and division sentences relate to one another. Here I have an array of Smurfs. How could I work out the total number of Smurfs in this array? What multiplication facts could I write? I can see here that I have 5 rows of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, 5 rows of 8. With 5 rows of 8, I can write 5 times 8 equals 40, or I can also write 8 times 5 equals 40. Now, what are the related division facts that we could write to complete a fact family for this? Let's have a look at that now. So I had 5 times 8 equals 40. Or 5 multiplied by 8 equals 40. Now I'm going to write my matching fact families for multiplication and division to match that array. So let's put 5 here. 5 multiplied by 8 equals 40. Now I can also turn that around to say 8 multiplied by 5 equals 40. Now let's do the division. So I need to start with the total for division. So I start with a 40. 40 divided by 5 equals 8. 40 divided by 8 equals 5. These 4 facts are called a fact family because they are all related. Let's have a go at this fact family. 3 times 5 equals 15, so 5 multiplied by 3 equals 15. So the total is 15. 15 divided by 3 equals 5, or 15 divided by 5 equals 3. Now this one's a little different. I have my multiplication symbol here and division symbol here and here. So I need to think. Something here divided by 7 equals 10. Well, now I know my multiplication facts and I know that if I add a 0 to a 7, I get 70. 70 divided by 7 equals 10. So 70 divided by 10 equals 7. Very good, Miss Lee. Now something times 7 equals 70. Now that's my 10 times tables again. So 10 times 7 equals 70 and 7 times 10 equals 70. Let's have a look at this arrow diagram to show the relationship between multiplication and division using our 2 division facts. So what would the answer go in this little box here? What should the number be in the second box? Well, I know it's going to be 14, so let me write 14 in there. What is the relationship between this 7 and this 14 with the timesing by 2 and the dividing by 2? Well, I know that double 7, remember when we do our 2's, it's just double. So if you know your double strategy, you can do your 2 times tables. So 7 times 2 is the same as double 7 is 14. 2 times 7 is also 14. But let's go the other way. What about starting at the 14 and going around to the 7? Well, 14 halved is 7. And 14 divided by 2 is 7. So what number sentences could we write to show this relationship? Well, we could write 7 times 2 equals 14. Double 7 equals 14. 14. We could write 2 times 7 equals 14. And we could write 14 divided by 2. So 14 halved equals 7. And we could write 14 divided by 7 equals 2. Greedy Smurf likes the look of these gummy bears I've got. But have a look at this picture. How would you describe this picture? I want you to think about the number of columns and the number of gummy bears that you see. I can see 3 columns and let me see 5 in each column, or I can see 5 rows with 3 in each column. Can we write a multiplication sentence that would match that picture? Well, we could write, let me get my pencil, 3 times 5 equals 15, or 5 times 3 equals 15. Let's imagine that these gummy bears are going to be shared amongst some other Smurfs, not just Greedy Smurf. Let's imagine that these gummy bears are going to be shared between 3 friends equally. Let's see if we can share them between 3 friends equally. Well, one friend would get 5, and another friend would get 5, and another friend would get 5. Yep, that's equal. So if we shared it between 3 friends, they'd all get 5 each. 15 gummy bears shared between 3 friends is 5 gummy bears each, and that would look like 15 divided by 3 equals 5. What happens if these gummy bears are shared equally among 5 friends? How many gummy bears will there be in each share? Let's have a look. 1 share, 2 shares, 3, 4, 5. There we go. 5 friends can have 1, 2, 3 gummy bears each. And that looks like 15 divided by 5 equals 3. All of these numbers here form a fact family because they're all related to each other. Why do you think that they're all related to each other? Well, they're all related because the number sentences represent the same total of 15, this total here. And they all have the same number of groups and the numbers in each group, which is either a 5 or a 3. That's how they are related. Now it's your turn to have a go at writing a fact family to match an array. So that's your third activity on the Learning Wave, is to jump on Google and find an array and write all the 4 fact families for multiplication and division that match your fact family. Have fun!